Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classroom of Chanakya Academy. We have already started with chapter number 5 and the third function of management, that is staffing. Yesterday we had already discussed about the meaning of staffing. Staffing is one of the important function of management which is completely related with employees and individual, not only the recruitment of the employees for the organization but also the overall development of the employees, right? Along with the selection, staffing is also concerned with selection, appointment, their promotion, transfer, their development and training. Okay, we have already discussed about the definition of the staffing, that is, it includes, as I already said, recruitment, selection, training, promotion, transfer and post retirement activities. Apart from this, yesterday we had discussed about the characteristics, that what does exactly the staffing means and what are the characteristics of staffing. Like, staffing is the important function of management. It is a perennial process, that is a lifelong going process. It continues till the end of the life of the organization. It is concerned with human relations. Not only staffing but all other functions of management are concerned with human, because all the managerial activities are performed on human. Staffing is a dynamic process. Why it is dynamic process? Because it changes. The process of staffing or selection or recruitment changes from organization to organization and from time to time in the same organization. It is also related to other managerial functions, because planning, organizing, directing, controlling, everything is done only on the basis of स्टाफिंग. यानी कि कैसा स्टाफ सिलेक्ट किया है, स्टाफ को कितने ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत है, स्टाफ कैसे काम करेगा, वो सब चीज़ जिस तरह से गाइड की होगी, बेस्ड ऑन दैट ओनली all other managerial functions work. One more important point, don't forget this, that investment or expenditure on human is, the expenditure on the process of staffing is not an expenditure but it is an investment, because whatever expenses that are incurred by the organization for the recruitment, for selection, for training and development will give in return to the organization in the form of an efficient and trained and good skilled employees. We have also discussed about the importance of staffing, or why staffing is important. Staffing is the direct driving force. That means if proper staff is selected, contented staff is there, and efficient staff is there, then it can drive the organization to the height. It can make the organization work in profit and all the managerial function can be done smoothly. क्योंकि स्टाफ अगर सेटिस्फाइड होगा, स्टाफ कंटेंटेड होगा, दे विल वर्क फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल्स, right? That's why they are said to be the driving force. It is a dynamic activity that we have already discussed, important for all other managerial functions. And just like we have body, brain thinks and our body part act, same way limbs of the business enterprise is staff. Staff does whatever is instructed by the ब्रेन, दैट इज़ द प्लानिंग में जो भी डिस्कस हुआ है, प्लानिंग जिस तरह से की गई उसके अकॉर्डिंग स्टाफ वर्क करता है. तो प्लानिंग इज द ब्रेन, वेर एज स्टाफ इज द लिम्स ऑफ द बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज. स्टाफिंग, as staffing includes training, development of individual also, so it leads to the job satisfaction of the staff members. It creates the harmony among the relations between subordinates and superiors. It also increases the prestige of the organization, and yes, staffing is the continuous process. Today we are going to discuss about staffing as a part of HRM. What is the full form of HRM, children? It is human resource management, right? Now see, human resource management is the process of planning for recruiting necessary staff and developing it for the achievement of enterprise objectives. पहले क्या होता था, जो भी स्टाफ चाहिए सिलेक्ट किया, they were on the job. Now it is not so. HRM is one complete independent department that is working not only for the recruitment but also for the development of these human resource. Staffing is a process that includes recruitment, their selection and training. See, most of the business enterprise consider their staffing department as human resource department. यानी कि सब क्या सोचते हैं कि staffing department और human resource department both are same. क्यों? क्योंकि staffing includes recruitment, selection and training, but it also includes materialistic facilities, progressive wage system and employees welfare. इतनी सारी चीज़ें हम स्टाफिंग में इंक्लूड करते हैं. वाइल ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट इंक्लूड्स ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द पर्सनल. ठीक है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट में क्या था कि जो भी एम्प्लॉयज़ है उनका डेवलपमेंट किस फॉर्म में? बाय प्रोवाइडिंग देम प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग, प्रॉपर डेवलपमेंटल प्रोग्राम्स. इवन देयर इंडिविजुअल डेवलपमेंट वाज आल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट. दैट मीन्स staffing and human resource both used to work differently, but in these days of global competition, importance of human resource has increased. Considering all other factors of production to be noteworthy, good result can be achieved only by the recognition of staff, their loyalty, their efficiency, their satisfaction and care. Right? Yes, as manpower planning and concerned with compensation and development of staff. See children, clear with what I want to say earlier. Before the introduction of all these managerial functions, staffing simply meant recruitment of employee and putting them at the proper place in the organization. Recruitment, their selection and training, or just filling up the vacancy. Now HRM is divided into two parts: manpower planning and compensation and development of the staff. Now what is included in manpower planning? Required staff at required place in required time. That is, when we are concerned with manpower planning, it will include to plan for the required staff. जो भी staff हमको organization में चाहिए उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट की लिस्ट बनाना एंड इंक्रीज द स्टाफ थ्रू न्यू अपॉइंटमेंट. अगर ओल्ड एम्प्लॉयज़ में वो सेट हो रहा है डिपार्टमेंटल पोजीशंस या वैकेंसीज, देन बाय देन अदरवाइज रिक्रूट द न्यू स्टाफ अकॉर्डिंग टू द टाइम एंड सिचुएशन नेसेसरी एंड सिलेक्टिव रिडक्शन इन द स्टाफ. मैन पावर प्लानिंग का मतलब होता है कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को जितने ह्यूमन रिसोर्स चाहिए उसका मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइजेशन. इफ 10% कैन बी एम्प्लॉयड तो बाकी सपोज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में 12 लोग हैं और 10 लोगों की ज़रूरत है तो बाकी 2 को रिड्यूस करना और 10 जो ह्यूमन या 10 एम्प्लॉयज़ है उसमें उनको प्रॉपर और मैक्सिमम वर्कलोड देना. मैक्सिमम से आई मीन दैट विद इन द लिमिट ऑफ देयर वर्किंग आवर्स. उनका जितनी कैपेसिटी उनकी वर्किंग आवर यानी उसको ऑप्टिमम यूज़ करना. दैट इज इन द मैन पावर प्लानिंग. appropriate placement of the staff. Appropriate placement means putting the right employee at the right post in the organization and to keep the staff constantly active and enhance their knowledge. ये सारी चीज़ें किसके अंदर आती है? मैन पावर प्लानिंग में. Is it clear? And second one हमारा क्या था? Concern with the compensation and development of staff. Compensation means to provide work related training. This is the part of development. To provide a conducive environment and opportunities to improve their proficiency. Give proper compensation. Compensation can be in the form of monetary as well as non-monetary forms. And to recognize the work related problems, find the solution and implement them. These both things are now the part of human resource management. ठीक है, staffing and human resource management is now not only limited to filling up the vacancies. Suppose कोई एक organization है, say XYZ school is there, तो वहाँ पे स्टाफिंग का मतलब सिर्फ इतना नहीं होता है कि भाई अगर एक साइंस टीचर चाहिए अपॉइंट कर दिया, एक मैथ्स टीचर चाहिए अपॉइंट कर दिया, एक इंग्लिश टीचर चाहिए अपॉइंट कर दिया, एक इको का टीचर चाहिए अपॉइंटेड. No, it is also concerned with providing the necessary training and development to the staff so that they can give their best in the education. सेम वैसे ही अगर आप कोई कंपनी की बात करते हो, ठीक है, अगर वहाँ पे इंजीनियर्स को अपॉइंट करना है तो इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी दैट एवरी टाइम एक्सपीरियंस विल बी देयर. There may be fresher, there may be the experienced person but new to one particular field, तो उनको proper training provide करना, उनको opportunities provide करना so that they can develop themselves, they can give their ideas, right? And apart from this, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोई रिक्वायर्ड स्टाफ की ज़रूरत है तो उसकी रिक्रूटमेंट बाहर निकालना, प्रॉपर प्लेसमेंट अपॉइंट करना एंड कंटिन्यूसली इन्हांस द knowledge. All these is the part of HRM, that is human resource management. Now today we are going to discuss about the process of staffing or selection. Staffing कैसे होती है? हम अगर कोई भी कंपनी या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को एम्प्लॉयज़ की ज़रूरत हो, एम्प्लॉयज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट हो, देन हाउ इट इज़ डन. Basically or broadly classifying, three different stages are included in staffing. First one is recruitment, second one is selection, and third one is training and development. Now what is the meaning of recruitment? Recruitment is generally done when any new enterprise is established or when we are expanding the existing unit or when the employee resigns, die or retire. In all such cases, recruitment is done. That means when advertisement comes out with the requirement for various positions and for of various qualification. Second step is of selection. Now this selection is done from the all the various applications that are received, right? When any recruitment comes out, right, advertisement comes out, many people apply for the particular job. Then second step is to select the eligible candidates, and the entire process of selection includes taking various tests, references checking, then giving their physical examination, then appointment is given. Once the employee is selected, the next step is to give the training and development to the particular staff so that he gets familiar with the working of the organization. Okay, so let us start one by one with the sequence, and today we are going to discuss about recruitment. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about the selection process, and day after tomorrow we will go with the training and development. Today we will see the first part of process of staffing, and that is recruitment. Now according to one industrialist, children, a contented, that is satisfied and experienced, creative, skilled and an honest staff is the valuable asset of the business. अगर कोई एम्प्लॉय ऐसा है जो experienced है, properly qualified है, is honest, he is creative, skilled and satisfied with the job, is an invaluable asset. That means he or she can prove very much useful to the organization and bring the profit in the organization. Right from the establishment of organization, function of recruitment of staff is important. जैसे ही organization establish होता है, सबसे पहला काम क्या होता है? Recruiting the human staff. Recruitment of staff should be done on the basis of their qualification, their skill, their knowledge, their sincerity and seniority, and not on the basis of corruption, nepotism or influence. जान पहचान है, कोई रेफरेंसेस है, उसके बेस पे कभी भी कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं होनी चाहिए. इट शुड बी कम्प्लीटली फेयर on the basis of knowledge, experience of the staff, knowledge, experience and qualification of the staff. And for this, the scientific method of recruitment should be adopted. So what is the meaning of recruitment, children? Recruitment is a process of acquiring at right time, in right number, in right place, the right person with the right qualification. Clear? Yes. So by now you are clear with the meaning of recruitment, that is process of acquiring yani selection at right time, in right numbers and right place and right person with the right qualification. Now the question arises, how to recruit, from where to get the employees. For that we will be today discussing about the various sources of recruitment, the places from where recruitment can be done for all the vacant place. Okay, generally a broad classification is two type: internal sources as well as external sources. Internal sources means when the recruitment for the vacant post can be done directly from within the organization or with the help of the contacts of the person already employed in the organization. ठीक है, कोई भी पर्सन एक्स एम्प्लॉइज या इफ एनीवन हु इज कनेक्टेड विद द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और उसके थ्रू ही जब रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस होती है, वी कॉल इट एज इंटरनल रिक्रूटमेंट. देन व्हाट इज एक्सटर्नल रिक्रूटमेंट? व्हेन we find all the various other alternatives through which recruitment can be done. Okay, तो इंटरनल सोर्सेज के अंदर कौन कौन से आएंगे? प्रमोशन, ट्रांसफर, फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज, promotion with transfer, waiting list and recalling the retrenched employees. And on the other side, what will be the external sources? Advertisement, employment exchange, educational institute, trade union, contractors, recruitment at the gate and online recruitment. Okay, so let us discuss about all these one by one. So what is the meaning of promotion, children? When the existing employee is given the higher post or the new post, that is known as promotion. Okay, whenever any post is vacant or any new position is created in the organization, in such situation no one is selected from outside but the experienced and the skilled employees who are already employed are given the chance of management on the basis of their work, right? That is promotion. कि जब भी कोई पोस्ट वेकेंट होती है या कोई नई पोस्ट क्रिएट होती है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, लाइक टिल नाउ देयर वर ओनली मैनेजर्स एंड ऑफिसर्स, नाउ दे हैव आल्सो स्टार्टेड विद न्यू पोस्ट ऑफ सुपरवाइजर, राइट? तो सुपरवाइजर की पोस्ट के लिए बाहर से कोई रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं होता है. इंस्टीड जो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉयज़ है, जो एक्सपीरियंसड है, ऑनेस्ट है, दे आर हैविंग स्किल एंड एबिलिटी, दे आर गिवन द पोस्ट ऑफ दिस पोजीशन, राइट? That is, whenever any post is vacant, new position is created, promotion is given by the management on the basis of work, ability, skill, honesty and qualification. Promotion of the employees will boost their morale, their confidence and also result in the increase in salary, status, responsibility of the employee. Second one is transfer. What is the second way of recruitment? That is transfer. Now what is there in transfer? Shifting of employee either from one department to another department, department to department transfer, or from one place to another place. Okay, if there is any shortage in either any department or any other branch of the organization, then it can be rectified by transfer of the employees. Okay, third one is friends and relatives of the employee, that is recruitment with the help of references. Whenever any vacancy comes up in the organization, the existing employees are asked if they know any their friends, family members or relatives who are qualified for the vacant post, right? And then they are called up in the organization for the recruitment process. Now how this will help the existing employees? They will feel to be proud of the recruitment process. उनको ऐसा लगा होगा, okay, from my reference one of the employees coming. This is also good for organization because it shows that the existing employees are somewhere satisfied with the organization, and that's why they are referring the organization to their friends and relatives. Fourth one is fourth one is promotion with transfer. As the word says, promotion with transfer. Under this system, existing employees can be transferred with promotion to another branch under the same management on the basis of their efficiency, their experience, their qualification. A person can also be transferred to their native place or any other place of the choice. ठीक है, यानी existing employee को दूसरे कोई place पे promotion के साथ transfer provide करना. This is also one of the way of internal recruitment. Next one is waiting list. Now see children, many a time what happens कि for example one advertisement was given, or at the time of establishment of organization, the organization might have received more number of application than the required post. जैसे एक वैकेंसी 10 पोस्ट के लिए ही थी, बट दे माइट हैव रिसीव्ड hundreds and 500 of applications. ठीक है, in such situation, without going for any other external sources of recruitment, what they can do is simply check up the waiting list for the candidates who had applied and right now not absorbed anywhere. They can be called up later for the recruitment. Now इससे क्या होगा, तो overall advertisement and recruitment process is not needed to be done again and again. And the last source of recruitment or internal source of recruitment is recalling the retrenched employees. Retrenched employees means the one who had earlier left because of one or the other reason. It can be because the person wants to join any other company or has voluntarily left the company. They can be called again by the management on the basis of their knowledge, experience and efficiency. So these are the various sources of internal recruitment. Then apart from these, what are the external sources of recruitment? See, when for any organization, they generally first go with the internal sources only. For if any all the vacant posts can be recruited through either friends or relatives or with promotion and all. But if still the post remains vacant, then they go with the external sources of recruitment. Now what are these external sources of recruitment? Either through the advertisements. These advertisements can be given in the journals, periodicals, newspapers, online televisions, internet and various websites. Through this, right number of candidates in more numbers can directly apply to the particular organization. Through employment exchange offices. See children, employment exchange, as the name says, this is the kind of office or the organization which prepares the list of candidates who are unemployed, right? And keeping in mind their details like name, address, qualification, the employment exchange provides such list to the organization and they can call the various candidates in their company. Through various educational institutes like IIT, IIM, even these B.Ed colleges, all these are having their on-campus recruitment through which students can directly get the job. Various trade unions in mining industries, textile industries and all the organizations are having contacts of various other persons who can be employed in the organization. Through the contractors who has the contract between the business enterprise and the contractor for the supply of workers. If we talk about contractors, they generally provide the daily wages laborers at fair wages or low wage rates, which are generally used in construction industries, mining industries, tea plantation and almost all the industries where daily wages laborers are required. तो वहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के थ्रू every time organization does not go with the recruitment of daily wages laborers. वो क्या करती है, वो सिर्फ एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को बोल देती है कि भाई मुझे 100 या 2000 जितने लेबरर्स चाहिए. तो दैट इज नाउ द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर टू सप्लाई दीज वर्कर्स. Sixth step or sixth way is recruitment at the gate. Many business enterprise, by placing the notice at the factory gate calls for the recruitment. This is also most suitable for the daily wages laborers. And apart from this, modern method includes various online vacancy filling up of online vacancies and various other websites which are involved in filling up the vacancies. Like you are already aware about naukri.com, monster.com. all these are the different online websites which act as a medium between the person who are seeking for the job and the organization who are looking for the employees. Okay children, so today we have discussed about only 2 points. First one is the staffing, which as a part of human resource management and the process of staffing. It includes recruitment, selection and training. Today we had only discussed about the recruitment. Recruitment means acquiring at right time, right number, right place and the right qualified person, and we had discussed about the various sources of recruitment. Tomorrow we will move ahead with the process of selection. Till then, take care, bye bye and thank you.